Thank you. Yes. Use the word yet more often in your classroom. It is a success mindset vocabulary builder. Over to you, Jayashree.
Thank you, sir, and sorry for the inconvenience. So, moving ahead, as you can see, building on self awareness on Darpan framework and guidelines. So, we will be going through that through the students' work. So, next slide. Next. So in the student reflection and goal setting in the Darpan document, as we can see, this is how it is very well designed by Aarti ma'am, and it is really helping students to reflect on their different aspects. So starting with the self-awareness, which helps children to identify their strengths and areas to improve. Next, it comes with the academic goals, which also help children to set measurable targets for the each subject and having a SMART goal. Plans after the school, which helps children to continue with their aspirations after the school and managing that time. Then habits of mind, which also helps children in developing curiosity, persistence, critical thinking, and other aspects, wherein the children are also noting down their achievements and participation in the Darpan document. So everything is coming at one place. Children are also recognizing their contributions and seva bhav, which we have started this year at DPS Nasik, and every month every wing is celebrating seva bhav to instill that seva bhav in each and every dip site. So this holistic approach builds ownership and motivation in the students. So we begin with building my house in the Darpan document, an activity that helps students to map their learning portfolio and their awareness, wherein they build upon values like integrity, growth, and compassion. This reflective house of self invites learners to knowledge, acknowledge their strengths, regulate their emotions, and embrace personal growth, creating a life worth living. One thoughtful brick at a time. Let's have a look on a duly filled Darpan document. So I'll just take you through a glance on that, how children have filled out this Darpan document. So can you open that in the next window? So this will
Yes.
help us to, yeah, this will help us to understand how exactly the children are filling it out, and how it helps them to reflect throughout the journey.
So, if a child in your classroom is not able to reflect, is not able to fill the Darpan document, especially senior kids, what what can you say in that place? Teacher in that place to help the child reflect and fill up these things and think deeper.
Yes. So, sir, when we talk about the Samarpan wing, when we started this Darpan document, it was not easy to make children reflect on that, what is important. But as we always talk about giving the correct purpose to the students, when they understand the purpose of behind anything, then they definitely do it. But still, there are some children, one or two children in the class, who are not completely filling it, or sometimes they forget. So when one-on-one teacher talk and other peers which are who are doing it, so how it is helping them to reflect and improve on, when children see that, they automatically do it. But compared to last year, this year we don't have that challenge. Everybody in the class is doing it, and they have understood a clear purpose behind it. So in a class, I don't think there is a single student who has not done it. In every section, every class, all of them have taken this Darpan document, and they are continuing with it. Yeah, so you can just scroll it. So this is one of the sample of a Darpan document where the child have filled out the complete things.
Okay. Can somebody scroll up? We know. I think we want to read niche ka.
Is it the same file, Jayashree ma'am? I can share my screen then.
Yeah. So I'm simultaneously sharing the presentation also with you. In case there is some network challenge, then somebody can present. Yes, ma'am, you can present that till.
Okay, so again, the same question to all the other teachers. As you fill getting the Darpan filled, and if the child is not able to fill, and you say try a little bit more, and you say try a little bit more, but बच्चा नहीं भर पा रहा है, what can you do in that place? The child is not able to think deeply. What can you do as an educator in that place? What words should you use in that place? What vocabulary should you use in that place? आपने किसी को कुछ बोला है करने को, वो नहीं कर पा रहा, आप उसको बोल रहे हो थोड़ा और ट्राई करो, ट्राई अगेन, बट वो फिर भी नहीं कर पा रहा. What is a success mindset vocabulary that you can use in that place? Okay, give one example. Yes, very good idea. We asked meaning of Darpan to students. Brilliant idea. Leading questions. Brilliant. Whoever said that. Guiding or leading questions. Break that down into a couple of smaller questions. Yeah. अगर है कि भाई what am I proud of? वो नहीं समझ पा रहा, नहीं आंसर कर पा रहा. You can break it down to saying what are you good at? What are some things in which you can help others? Break that into some other questions. Let's do it together. Brilliant. Let's do it together. Right? So your word here is let's try a new strategy. That is the key word. If the child is trying again and again and still not able to do it, you sit with the child and say, okay, we are not able to do it. Let's try a new strategy. I'll give you some other questions. Let's do it together. You know, all the things that came in the chat. So that is a clear-cut way for building a success mindset, because that tells the child कि ऐसा नहीं है कि I'm not good enough. I just need to try a different strategy. Go ahead, Jayashree.
Thank you, sir. So this is a filled Darpan document for the reference. Thank you, Aati ma'am, for presenting and scrolling it. So here all the pages which we talked about, what all the Darpan includes are given. But our today's...
Aarti, let's read a little bit. It is so nice.
Vikas ji, if you could stop presenting your screen. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. You said something?
Let's scroll slowly so that a couple of things can be read. I would like everybody to see how beautifully the child has linked the arrows and all of that. Very basic stuff, but very meaningful things that the child has written. If you read this, every comment that the child has written is connected to what he's written earlier, and it is very simple but very meaningful. Very clearly states कि बच्चे ने सोच करके भरा है इसको, जबरदस्ती नहीं भरा है.
And sir, before we start with this document of we had one Samurja where we have given them the importance of organizing everything at one place and how it helps them to reflect and move ahead. So that was the Samurja which was taken in all the classes, and then the Darpan filling documentation was started. Then they set their goals along with the teachers and slowly then they completed the remaining part. This time management is also really helpful because everybody is planning that as per their time at home and then their different schedules.
So for a child to realize this, a grade 9, 10 child, I think this is, to realize that I need to build stamina to sit in one place is, absolutely brilliant. So, congratulations to all the teachers who, worked on this. Congratulations to you, Aarti, to putting in so much effort to creating such a fantastic document.
We are yet to get the parents' feedback. Actually, the parents will see
This-
this document after the half-yearly exams.
No, tomorrow
This
they'll
is
be
a-
coming for SLPTC.
This is a very good indicator. If a child in your class, if you are a class teacher and a child in your class is marking somewhere in yellow, red, and you are going through the Darpan, you should definitely speak to the child individually. If the child is marking himself in the red or yellow section in the above grids, it is a clear indication to us as teachers that I must invest one-on-one time with the child to speak to the child. Again, here, as a child, if I am realizing that I need to give time to the others to listen to them, आज तक मैं नहीं समझ पाया ये चीज, but if a grade 10 child can understand this, how powerful.
So here we move to the reflection on exams. Jayashree ma'am?
Yeah, so
I'll
yeah,
keep
we will be
scrolling.
starting that. So I want you to present, sir. Yes, ma'am, we can stop.
Shall I stop?
Yeah,
Shall I
yeah,
stop
yeah,
sharing?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aarti ma'am. So now in today's this CC Friday, our main focus is analyzing how students are reflecting on their exams and how they are analyzing their different errors which are happening. So the main purpose of this exam reflection is it helps students to analyze their academic performance, then set measurable targets for the next exam, and also it helps to identify the patterns of errors and strengths, which helps in fostering the responsibility and a growth mindset. So let's have a look on some samples of that. Yeah, so here we can see the student who is filling out this my exam reflection self evaluation. So in that, the child is writing the subject wise reflection, which helps them to empower and recognize their academic strengths, identify the specific challenges, and reaffirm the consistent effort that holds greater value than more scores. Students list hits and misses in this area, and then reflecting on the different errors which they have made in the exam, like MCQs, short answers, log answers, diagrams, grammars, and conceptual clarity. So they do this analysis subject wise, and then they write their own exam reflection wherein they categorize it into my hits and misses. In the next step, student create a visual representation of error tracking with codes in each subject. So as you can see on the screen, this is a visual graph represented by one of the student, wherein the different like error codes are given in one side, and then the color coding is done because for all the subject the child is plotting a graph in this particular area only. So subject wise they give the color code, and depending on the different error codes of a respective subject, they are plotting a line graph here, which helps them to get the visual representation. And it also helps them to analyze the question type, which is the skill area, what are the different patterns of the errors which they have made, so that they can improve on it and they can set a target for the next exam. Yes, the next. Yeah. So when this is done, these steps are done, the next important steps comes, which is target setting for the next exam. So as you can see on the screen, the child has the subjects listed, the marks scored in like periodic assessment, which we have done just now. And the child is also predicting the percentage and the target for the next examination. To achieve that, what will be the different steps the child has to do, how the child will ensure that he or she achieves the target. So that is also mentioned in the Darpan document. And the child plans it accordingly. There is one example which you can see. For example, the child has reflected and planned a particular average. So he plans with the strategies accordingly. So for example, daily reading the books is important. Solving maths 40 daily questions, or solving 40 minutes, giving a time to the maths subject is important. Working on time management, if somebody has a time management issue, puts a strategy for working on that. Revisiting grammar and vocabulary for the subjects like languages. Seeking peer support and clarifying doubts with the teacher. So these are some examples how the child is planning for the strategies. Now here, support system, which is very, very important. So achieving these goals requires a strong network of support, as we all agree with that. So when it comes to the parents provide the study environment and the moral support to the child, which is an important part of the child's journey. Teachers offer academic guidance and doubt clearing to the student. When it comes to the peers, collaborative learning and peer teaching can help the child to move ahead. Then self-motivation is also something which is important, and along with consistency and reflection, the child moves towards his journey to achieve the set target. Now here the journey begins, where the class goal tracking by teachers is done. Now once this journey is completed, the analysis is done by every student. The teacher comes here. The teachers analyze the result of the previous exam, that is periodic assessment now, and inform the class average to the students. It is very important, as you can see on the screen, this is a class where the class average for the periodic assessment is coming 81.1. So this is informed to the students by the class teacher, and then they collaboratively set the target for the next exam, wherein the class average is set, for example, for 86%. So they discuss it collaboratively along with the strategies to achieve that. So from individual target setting, now the plan is moving to the collaborative efforts as a class, how they can improve on the class average and the subject average in the upcoming examination. And to reinforce curriculum and support every learner, this definitely provides a bridge. Here you can see, this is just, we have started in one of the class. As you can see, the class average which was given, the previous class average, the next class average, what they are predicting, and the different strategies which are mentioned. But along with this, we are also coming up with a plan wherein the complete class students list will be there, like displayed like a anchor in the class, wherein the every student will set their subject wise averages and their predicted average for the coming examination, and then they will also be listing down their own strategies, so that it is there visual in their class. So this is what we are going to do. It is not yet added in the classes, but soon it will be added in classes. So this is how this Darpan document and the exam reflection helps students to analyze, reflect, and then work towards the achievement of their goal. Yeah. So along with this, now when students have identified, we have set targets and everything is done. So it's time to come with the action now. So here we can see the companion. This companion worksheet is a new initiative which we have started in Samarpan this year. So these worksheets are aligned with the Bloom's taxonomy. These worksheets provide targeted reinforcement across 3 learning levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 1 is on remembering. Level 2 is based on the understanding, and level 3 worksheet is based on the applying, that is application. So these resources which we have made this year subject wise for every grade from 9 to 12, these 3-tier worksheets are made, and which are helping students to excel, and which also helps to cater each and every learner of the class. So to complete this worksheet, we also provide extra support to the students through the acceleration. So as you can see, these are the examples and the evidences where the students are solving these companion worksheets. They are displayed on the board and then they are solving it. Yeah, next. So this is just an example for everybody. As you can see that how we have divided it, we have divided the worksheets topic wise. So for every subject, every topic, there are 3 worksheets which are made. So this is just an example. As you can see, obsessive and compulsive and related disorders. So this is a question on which how we are going to design 3 questions, 3 level questions. So we can see the first question, define obsession and compulsion. When it comes to understanding, explain how obsession and compulsion disorder affects daily life functioning. Then when it comes to the third level, on the same topic, the question will be based on the case study or application level. Sanjay consistently checks if the door is locked even after confirming multiple times. Is this a compulsion? Explain. So this is how it is done and it is explained. So this is how the worksheets are made. And we can see the expected answer also. This is the companion document for our wing where all subjects and the companions for different grades are visible. Yeah, these are the sample worksheets for your reference. Yes, now to target this, how and when we are getting it done. So we are getting it done in the acceleration period. In Samarpan this year, we have started with a morning 1-hour timing, wherein it is across 9 to 12. The bell timings are different in other wings, but they are different in Samarpan wing. So we have taken out 5 minutes from each subject. So the period timing becomes 40 minutes. And this 1 hour, 20 minutes, we are giving it to Samurja, and remaining 45 minutes, the targeted acceleration is happening. So in the picture, as you can see, the low performers, the achievers who actually need teachers' help and the mentoring are sitting along with the teacher. The teacher is helping them to clear their doubts and concept reteaching. Other students are solving the worksheet which we have just seen, 3-tier worksheet. They are solving it, which are displayed on a TV. So this is how the acceleration helps, and this is a early morning 1-hour acceleration plan which we follow in Samarpan wing. So this is how the Samarpan, like the acceleration session helps students to bridge learning gap and then strengthen the conceptual clarity, boost academic confidence, and enhance exam performance. This is a timetable for your reference, how we follow the timetable so that every subject gets acceleration, and a particular teacher teaching to a respective grade takes the onus of the acceleration so that the number of students are limited. Yeah, this is a planning sheet. So this is again reviewed in a meeting with the HODs and with a learning leader and the principal ma'am as well. So we have weekly meetings and fortnightly meetings for that. This is just a mathematics plan, how date-wise the plan looks like. Yeah, this is acceleration in progress. And to help students to for the academic rigor, we have also started with an initiative called as concept eval test. So this concept eval test helps students to revisit the concepts which are taught by the student like teachers in different subjects, and it helps them to test their understanding on monthly basis, as periodic tests takes longer time to track performances of the students. So as you can see on the screen just now, when sir was talking about giving the feedback but writing, because so here the detailed feedback is given. If it is good, why it is good. If it is not, then what exactly is expected. So this is how the concept eval tests are helping us to improve and analyzing the performances of the students at every month. So we are visualizing that and taking the corrective measures. Yeah, so this is how we maintain the sheet to analyze, and it is also informed to the parents. Yeah, so lastly, I would like to end up my session with the note: every small steps leads to the progress. And in conclusion, the Darpan, the companion, acceleration, and concept eval initiatives empower students to take charge of their learning journey, fostering self-awareness, goal setting, and continuous improvement. And very well said, a true education leaves no longer the true education leaves no learner behind. It embraces diversity, nurtures potentials, and ensures that every student feels seen, valued, and empowered to grow. So thank you so much. With this note, I would like to stop my presentation and hand it over to Swarali ma'am. In case of any questions, you can uh, put it in the chat box and I will be happy to answer that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jayashree ma'am. Thank you so much. So next we have Adiba ma'am. Over to you, Adiba ma'am.
Thank you, Swarali ma'am. Can you just present the screen? Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. So, just like what Jayashree ma'am had said, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
you are.
Yes, you are.
Okay,
Swarali,
thank you
change
so
the
much.
slide.
Okay. Next slide. Yes. As Jayashree ma'am had said, we are working in this Samarpan wing. So our main focus are always the board results. So at DPS Lava, our foundation definitely lies in our 4 Rs, that is rigor, relevance, relationship, and reflection. Now, an academic treasure is the part that at DPS Lava, the teachers, the learning champions are working on. They are just made, they had definitely made those worksheets, those question banks actually. Now, putting it up, as Sir said, we are just changing those terminologies and putting it as academic treasure so that an elevation comes. So here the teachers, the learning champions, have beautifully framed these question banks, keeping in mind the MCQs, the long answers, the short, all the hots, and these have been taken regularly during the classes. And it's like a bank, a treasure for the students where they can go and visit it. So as you can see on the screen, there are various subjects. Now, seeing this, grade 9th and 11th has also started doing it. So on together, we have an academic treasure for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, where teachers are working on these parts. Can we have the next slide, please, ma'am? Yes. So coming to the another part that we are definitely using at Samarpan, and even in from grade 6 to 8, we got a good result of it, is a note-taking practice. Now, alongside with this academic treasure, through classroom guidance, we are guiding rigor by encouraging students to note down the definitions, the formulas, the diagrams, and especially the board-specific cues. Now, teachers are helping students to identify relevant content, especially by marking board asked questions and even the key examples during the lessons. Now, these notes becomes personal learning tool for them, helping the students to reflect during revisions and take their ownership during of their preparations. I would like to truly appreciate the teachers for not only correcting the notebooks, but also ensuring that the notes are structured, highlighted, and definitely are purposeful. Now you can see one of the picture that is there in the middle. The teacher has also mentioned, appreciated the child, and it's pleasant. It's always good to see your note. Even these note taking practice is being checked by the teachers and appreciated also simultaneously. Next slide, please, ma'am. Moving forward, mentorship. As we all know, while note taking and academic treasures, these are all powerful tools. And we know that students in grade 10th and 12th also need consistent guidance and emotional support. Now, because it's a crucial year, and I'm proud to share that our learning champions are doing a beautiful job in this area. Now, each learning mentors a group of 5 and 6 students, not just academically, but also a personal front. They are helping them. Now, they are helping students to stay focused, even manage their time, overcome self doubts, and track academic progress regularly. Now, this is building relationship and reflection, the two again key pillars of 4 Rs that now students feel seen, supported, and connected, and that's what makes the difference. Even what our learning champions are doing, it's going out of the box, I can say, having an online meet with the child and the parents. Now, even the parents know this is the mentor and she's going to help up. So, kudos to all the learning champions. They are working And we have definitely got results in last year board exams also, and hopefully definitely we'll be getting in the future. So thank you all for your consistent efforts. Let's continue working together as a one team to achieve a great board results now this year and every year ahead. All the best to all. Thank you. There is a reflection also, teachers. A video is there by us, by the students. We can play if we have a time, Swarali ma'am. Otherwise, time constraint is there. We can skip that part. The reflection is there by the student that how he is or she is feeling when the mentors are working and how they are having the path going on in this coming
Let's watch
days.
only one video. Let's watch one
Yeah,
video.
fine. Okay, it's okay.
Good morning. I'm Anushka Nagpal from Class 10C. Mentorship has been very beneficial to me. It has made me very confident in my thoughts, and I can now clearly express my thoughts to my teachers, to my mentors, and the environment has been very friendly. So now I can clearly thought about my future. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Adiba ma'am.
So I want everybody to notice a very basic thing. What I really appreciate what Adiba and her team has have done here. Just a simple tweak of vocabulary from calling it a question bank to calling it an academic treasure. How words can have a very big difference in how we think. I want all of us to really recognize that and choose our words very, very wisely in the classroom. Because when we use some words in the classroom, they don't affect one child. They affect directly 35, 40 children. And just one classroom, one 35-minute session can have such a lasting impact in their lives that they will either remember you for all the good things or they will remember you for all the scars. How do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered as a teacher who scarred them, or do you want to be remembered as a teacher who uplifted them? So your words in the classroom are very, very powerful and they matter. They build a success mindset. Over to you, Sonal.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Adiba ma'am. Thank you, Jashri ma'am and Gunjan ma'am, for sharing so many insightful and wonderful ideas with us. So, namaste and very warm good evening to everyone present here. I would like to begin with a quote. Give a child a fish and you feed them for a day. Teach them how to fish and you feed them for a lifetime. With this thought, I stand before you to share the journey of our Life Skill Lab, a space where learning meets living. Next slide, Swarali ma'am. Next slide. Okay, so why life skill matter more than ever? In an age of AI and automation, we often forget the anhata, the heartbeat of hands-on learning, right? We wanted to bring that rhythm back into the classrooms, into the homes, and into the young hearts. We do have a Montessori lab for pre-primary, and it's a very quiet and structured space where children are engaged in practical skills. Meanwhile, in grade 1 and 2, life skills like folding of the napkin, setting of the table, brooming, it was happening informally into the classrooms. But then we paused, we reflected, and realized that life skills are essential. They deserve a dedicated space and time. So that's when the idea of a life skill lab for Anandam was born. And it was placed formally into the timetable, given its rightful place in the child's learning journey. Next slide, Swarali ma'am. So this was the vision, like when I presented this in front of Aarti ma'am and Siddharth sir. This was a very rough idea of how I wanted the life skill lab to look like, and this was somewhere last year, like in the beginning, like after the December, I thought of this thing. Swarali ma'am, next slide. We then structured a proper lesson plan. To give the direction and depth, we created a level-wise lesson plan. And rooted in it was age-appropriate task, step-by-step guidance, clear outcomes, and Indian values of Seva, Sankalp, and Sanskriti. So each session is more than just an activity. It's a journey into dignity, discipline, and self-worth. Yes, okay. So here we are with a sneak peek into the vibrant and value-rich experiences in our life skill lab that build inner self-resilience. So here you can see the children washing clothes. If we have time, Aarti ma'am, Swarali ma'am, can we see the video? 10
Yes,
seconds or 20
yes.
seconds ka hi play
Let's
karna.
play the videos.
So here they are washing, learning to wash the napkin. पहले soap water में, फिर clean water में. And one more wonderful thing that I want to share was today what I got to know from the life skill lab in charge was they were doing weaving. Next slide, Aarti ma'am. Next slide, Swarali ma'am, sorry. So they were doing stitching and weaving. A girl, she was telling a boy that आप ये क्यों कर रहे हो? ये तो लड़कियों का काम है. The reply from that boy touched our heart, and he said कि क्यों सिर्फ लड़कियां ही करेगी क्या stitching? हमें भी तो आना चाहिए ये वाला life skill. हम भी तो सीखें. So this was an achievement for us. This is what we wanted. Folding the clothes. Please play, Swarali ma'am, if you could play the video. Yes, sir. That's sir. So here, children are learning to fold the clothes. These are the children of grade 1 and 2. And for the younger ones, we have also made folding wala jo cardboard aata hai, that we have made. Yes, this. So they are folding the clothes using that cardboard. And we have also asked parents to make this at home. Okay, so next slide, Swarali ma'am, next slide. Sir, you want to add something? Siddharth sir has raised hands.
Yes. So while
So you're not audible.
go ahead, Sonal. My network is a problem. Go ahead.
Okay. I think this is not opening. So Ali ma'am, next slide. Okay, here they are, learning to arrange their table, plates, where the fork will be, where will be the knife, and how to hold fork and knife and eat using that. Table manners they've learned. इसके पहले वाला video में they were doing sieving, flour sieving and kneading the dough. Swarali ma'am, next slide. This is weaving, braiding, and stitching. Okay, so impact at home, ripple effect, which is very important. We lit a diya of independence and its glow is reaching their home. Children are applying these life skills at home, folding socks, setting the table, kneading the dough with joy, and parents are sending us the videos. So Rali ma'am, if you could just play the video. This is sent by a happy parent. The other one also, if you could play. What truly touched our hearts was when the mothers of our young boys shared their happiness, seeing their sons joyfully kneading the dough, showing eager interest in stitching, nurturing sensitivity, self-resilience, and breaking the old stereotypes with silent strength. Okay, now I want to acknowledge the effort. Aarti ma'am, I just want to take your 5 minutes, if you could, because I want to acknowledge the Life Skill Lab in charge. I'm deeply grateful to Miss Amna Kausar, our Life Skill Lab in charge, who is not just managing the space but painting our vision into reality with her unwavering dedication, creativity, and hands on effort. And what makes this journey even more special is our dedicated weekly discussion. So we sit every Saturday with the life skill ka plan, where me and Amna, we deliberate in a detail and activity by activity, child by child discussion. We reflect, reimagine, and refine, ensuring every experience is purposeful, age appropriate, and impactful. So thank you so much, Amna. I wouldn't have been able to do this alone. And thank you so much to Principal Ma'am also, and to all my colleagues for supporting me, and every my Anandam team for this life skill. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonal ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Now we have Aarti ma'am with us with something interesting. So over to
We
you,
have
Aarti
already
ma'am.
reached.
Aarti, we should do that next time. Let's do it next time.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop
So,
sharing, Sandeep.
one question I have for everybody, like Sonal said that when we are teaching the needle thing, or when we are teaching them to chano the atta, what is it? What is it that we are truly teaching them? Are we teaching them the needling thing, or are we really teaching them something else? Okay, somebody says life skills. Okay, seva bhav, gender equality, focus. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. You're teaching them how to concentrate in this distracted world. We are teaching them how to focus. We're teaching them to work on one thing for a longer period of time in this distracted world. While we are teaching them how to do the needle, how to fold clothes, and this and that, but that is just the top of the iceberg that is visible. But more than that, we are teaching them how to concentrate on one thing for a longer period of time, how to focus, how to become more independent. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. So, some amazing presentations this time. And a big thank you to all four of them. Thank you, Aarti. This was put together in front of you in one day because I had said that I won't be able to, come in today because I had a meeting and it got cancelled. So, it was possible for me. So, thank you, Jayashree, Gunjan, Adiba ma'am and Sonal for putting this together within one day, and all the amazing work that all of us are doing. And I'm sure this will pull our results up. It will, make a big difference in the lives of the students. One more very powerful thing that I'm sure some of us have noticed. All of these things and all the four presenters said one common thing. How did this practice came into being? Sonal said that. I think Gunjan said that. And I think even Jayashree and Adiba said the same thing. What was that one thing that they did because of which what they presented today started to happen? What was the common thread between all four of them? Reflection. Brilliant. Reflection. As an educator, we must reflect. We must reflect on what we are doing. Is that really impactful? Or are we just doing it because we have to do it? The moment we start reflecting as a team, the moment we start reflecting individually, these ripples of change are bound to happen. And these ripples of change will not just affect one person, they will affect the entire student body. They will affect you as an educator. They will make you a better person. They will make you a better educator. They'll make you a better human being. Because our only and only role in life is to work on ourselves. Everything else are tools to work on ourselves. The position that you have, the students you are teaching, the family that you have, all of that, those are tools to work on yourself. So do reflect. It's an amazing journey of self growth. Over to you, Aarti, for this that you have. Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to share this big happiness that we have that DPS Varanasi today received a letter from Ministry of Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. It's a proud moment for all of us, and a heart full of congratulations to everybody, especially DPS Varanasi team for all the efforts that they have made. Uh, Thank you to Sir for his vision, and big celebration time for all of us. It proves that if you consistently work on something, it eventually gives you the result. So
Okay,
it can't be completed without you. Yes.
One more quiz, Aarti, for everybody. What is 1.01 to the power of 365?
No Google, please. No alternatives.
1.01 to the power of 365. What does that mean? I don't think somebody said 37. Is that right? I think it's 1.01. 1% better every day. Small efforts every day. 1% growth. Brilliant. Yes, 37 times better. Consistency. Consistency. That is what Aarti is also talking about. Yes, brilliant. Go ahead, Aarti. You were saying something.
That's all, sir. I don't want to make everybody stay now. We
Yes.
have overshot the time for 8 minutes.
All right. Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And
Nisha?
before we close, sir, a big thank you to Jayashree ma'am, Adiba ma'am, Sonal ma'am, and Gunjan ma'am, because in just a few hours, with one single message, they all were ready. Let's do it. And they all shared what they're actually doing in the classroom. Thank you so much for that, for sharing and opening the windows for the entire team to see what is happening in your wing and how is it helping the students. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and ma'am, Aarti ma'am, a gratitude to every learning champion, because when it came to us, it was definitely with their efforts what we presented today. It was not only by us. So I would like to congratulate and express a gratitude to each and every learning champion from all campuses. Thank you so much.
Totally agree with you, Aarti.